iPhone right here is the best tool for filmmaking. Let me explain why. I'm not just saying this because it's the only camera I own. I have a Sony a7 III, this old Canon T5i, an even older camcorder, a ton of GoPros, and this film camera. But I still think this thing right here is the best one. Like, even if I had a red cinema camera, I'm still going with this bad boy, my iPhone 13. Like, think about the process of rigging a red onto a ceiling fan just for a shot of me talking for one sentence. Obviously, my perspective on this is pretty skewed. I'm talking YouTube videos, but I feel like statistically speaking, most filmmakers make just YouTube videos. I'm talking to the person who's scared to start making movies because they think they need this, when in reality, the thing in their pocket is all they need. And obviously, if I wanted to film something that was really planned out and I had a big budget, I would use one of these things or a better one. But for what we're doing here, we just need this. I feel like I still haven't convinced you, so let's break this down into 4 parts to make this more simple. Part 1, quality. Okay, so this is obviously the elephant in the room. In a quality comparison contest, obviously my iPhone gets destroyed by my other tools. The a7 III with a Sigma 24-70 lens is way better. Like, look at these shots. But wait, these were all shot on my phone. I just tricked you guys with some simple color grading on some iPhone shots. Come on. In my opinion, iPhone cameras have gotten good enough, and good enough's all I need. Part 2, ease. I like to shoot heavy. My editing style is probably the result of my short attention span, TikTok brain or whatever. But with that in mind, shooting with most of my settings automated lets me capture super quick insert shots without much pre-planning. Also, it's 1,000 times easier just to whip out your phone than to get your big camera, take the lens cap off, make sure the shot's in focus, make sure it's properly exposed. Obviously, there's a lot more of an art to filming with a bigger camera, but I'm just trying to capture the moment. Also, with this phone basically just being a super lightweight camera, if I pair it with a small magnetic tripod, this one I got at B&H for $20, I can set up shots that I would never normally have the time for. If I were to try to get any of these, it would take far more pre-planning, building a rig, or buying an expensive one to get these kinds of shots. Part 3, consistency. This one's definitely more of a personal pet peeve. When I see a film and there are certain random shots that use a different camera with a clearly different picture quality, it definitely takes me out of the experience. I'm going to show you what I mean by filming a little chess sequence right now. So generally, in my opinion, it's better to stick with one camera overall, or else you get this kind of Frankenstein jumble of a film, which can easily take the viewer out of your film. In my day-to-day life, I'm not always going to be carrying my a7 III around with me, so by committing to the camera that I have with me at all times, I can never miss a shot. The one caveat for this is intention. If you're doing it for a specific reason, like you want a specific sequence shot on a different style of camera, definitely go for it. But if you're doing it just because you forgot your nice camera at home when you wanted to get a specific shot, it's gonna take away from the experience for the viewer. So keep that in mind when you're starting your film. And for me, it's super helpful to know that I'll always have my camera in my pocket because it's my phone. Part 4, the moment. Okay, this is the most important one by far, in my opinion. We've reached a point with phones becoming so normalized for capturing content, whether it be for Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, that when someone whips out a phone to film a moment, no one really gets caught off guard. Oh my God. Whenever I film my friends with my phone, no one really bats an eye. But if I were to whip out a DSLR, their tone would definitely change. They'd be performing for the camera a lot more versus being a more genuine version of themselves. But if you've noticed, throughout this video, I keep saying the word moment. And because we live in a time where most people have their phones with them at all times, I'm able to capture all these moments and all these adventures. The most important thing to remember is the best moments from these videos are the moments where the camera isn't in use. A camera, while amazing for documentation, alters moments. Be sure to live in the moment, capture a few, but not all of them. The best moments are meant to be free. Yes, I know Androids have better cameras than iPhones. In this video, it says iPhone is the best camera, but I don't want green text. That's crazy. That's like insanity. Obviously, I'm gonna use an iPhone. This is a joke, but fighting the comments about it, but also iPhones are better.